Hey everybody, Bill Knutson here, New York Sports with an Attitude. Well, let's get to the latest debacle, that is the New York Mets 2018. We drop another one, fall to 40 and 57, a season worst, 17 games under 500. Wow, just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Alright, I'll get to the game in just a minute. A couple of little news nuggets here. So we finally traded Familia the other day, and what did we get back? Two prospects, a pitcher and a third baseman, not nearly Oakland's top prospects. That's who Familia went to, Oakland, in case you didn't know. Not anywhere near top prospects, from what I understand. I'm not surprised by that. I've said several times we're going to end up trading a few guys away, like we did last year, trading away guys and getting guys back that you'll probably never hear of again, if you ever heard of them in the first place. And that's probably what we got the other day, except something different along with those two prospects. We got $1 million in international cash. Obviously, I've heard of cash transactions in sports, but I've never heard of international cash. And I think what it is just that. It's for scouting, outside the United States, maybe like the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and places, maybe, I don't know, maybe Cuba, places like that, where you can scout these players in different countries and, maybe sign them when they're kids. So we got $1 million to do that. I think that's what that international cash is for. But basically, we didn't get much for Familia, and I'm not surprised. And of course, Familia got the win, came in for Oakland yesterday, I think it was. 2 shutout innings, got the win, of course. Anyway, on to Cespedes. I don't think he's going to play the rest of the year. He was supposed to see a doctor. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. But doctor about the calcium in his heels. I don't think he's going to play the rest of the season. And if that's the case, get the surgery now, like I said the other day, so you can get back earlier in the season. If you just sit around not getting the surgery, not playing, then all of a sudden it's going to be the All-Star break by the time we get you back next year. Get the surgery now. This season has been lost for a month and a half. Like I said, get the surgery now, get back as early as possible next year. Because, like I've said, we win with them and we lose a lot without them. So hopefully that's what they'll do. And this team must be cursed. I just don't get it. Syndergaard gets hand, foot, and mouth disease. I've never heard of an adult getting that, but really? That's what puts him on the DL? Out of all the things that could, hand, foot, and mouth disease. Now he's only supposed to miss 1 start, be on the DL about 10 games, but really? I don't know what we did to get this curse put on us, but something is weird. Hand, foot, and mouth disease. Wow. But anyway, all right. We got Oswalt got called back up. I think he's been pitching a bit better. I hope they keep Vargas on the bench because he stinks. And Oswalt's going to be pitching for us Wednesday. It's a 12 o'clock game against the Padres. So hopefully he'll continue doing better, when he gets in there Wednesday. All right, to the game tonight. 3rd inning. Flores got a 2-run single, gave us a 1-0 lead. 1-0 in the 5th. With 1 out, Bautista, fly ball right field, he dropped it. Okay, now DeGrom is the one guy on the mound that, is going to bail you out. At least you think so. This time he didn't quite do it. Now, of course, all Bautista had to do was catch the ball. There would have been 2 outs and nobody on, and probably nobody would have scored that inning. But after that, gave up a run-scoring single and a run-scoring triple, and we were down 2-1. But really, nobody should have scored that inning. But a rare instance that DeGrom, when he got in some trouble, didn't shut it down that inning. And then, Rosario made an error in the 6th. They got a double. Padres got a double. We're down 3-1. We come up in the 6th. We've got 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Down 3-1. Mesoraco comes up. I'm like, yeah, It's either going to be a strikeout or a double play. He struck out at a ball bouncing on the plate. So, and then Reyes came up. So obviously, Reyes is hitting 175. I'm not feeling confident at all. He hit about a 15-foot dribbler down the third base line, not left field, third base. 15, 20 feet maybe. It dribbled down the I keep saying left field, third base line, but it was good enough. Hit it where they ain't, right? And it drove in a run, even though it only went 15 or 20 feet. It was good enough. And from a 175 hitter, I wasn't expecting him to get a hit, but it wasn't pretty. But in the scorebook, it looks like a line drive. So, we got that run. Couldn't get the tying run across. So we're down 3-2 after 6. And, basically couldn't do anything the rest of the game. So I'm going to give you a couple of ugly stats as if 40 and 57 wasn't ugly enough. So DeGrom ends up pitching 8 innings, striking out 10, dominant, gave up 2 earned runs. Okay, another great game for him. And of course, the Mets do nothing. They scored 2 runs, couldn't help him out at all, and we lose the game 3-2. So not only does he get a no decision, he got a loss. So, as I've mentioned before, he's got 7 starts this year where he went at least 7 innings with 1 run or less with 0 wins. 0. 7 innings, giving up 1 run or less, 7 starts of that with 0 wins. That is just unreal. And here's another ugly thing. DeGrom has 20 starts this year. His ERA is under 2, and he has 5 wins. He is the only pitcher in history to have 20 starts, an ERA of under 2, and fewer than 7 wins. The only one in history to have those numbers. So his numbers now, the ERA went up just slightly because he gave up 2 runs in 8 innings instead of his usual 0 or 1. He's got an ERA of 1.71. Easily the best in all of baseball. He's 5-5. Same as the pitcher for the Padres who got the win tonight. 5-5. Just absolutely awful to have a 171 ERA. 5-5 with all those power starts with either a loss or no decision. Just awful. All right. Last ugly number. By getting rained out against the Yankees last night, that guaranteed we could not win another series. 17 series in a row without a win. 11 series losses, 6 splits. We split with the Yankees, only played 2 games, 1-1. 17 series in a row without winning a single one of them. That is just unreal. Unreal. All right, so a couple of positive notes, because I need to be smiling now. It's so depressing talking about the Mets, and I can't stand the Yankees, but I got to start talking about them soon, because, my cousin Ed get on my case for not talking about the Yankees, and the Yankees are playing great. As much as I don't like them, never have, never will, got to give them all respect. They're doing things the right way. Not just going out and buying the big-time talent. They've got big-time talent in the minor leagues, as well as the major leagues. They're doing it the right way. All right, so football. It's almost here. Giants, first preseason game, August 9th. Jets, August 10th. Time of year, everybody's thinking they got a shot at the Super Bowl. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. But you always feel that way about your teams, this time of year. So what I'm going to do, very shortly, I'm going to start talking about Giants and Jets. If not before August 9th, right after that game, I'll be talking about it. I'll be heading out of town on the 10th that weekend, down in Miami watching the Mets. So I'll be talking about Giants, Jets, probably just before that. Setting up some guests. I've got some cousins and some friends that I'm going to do a show with. Maybe with the Jets. I got a couple of Jets fans that are cousins of mine, and maybe Mets too. My cousin Ed, Yankees. We'll start talking about it. you know, talking about the Yankees, talking about football, and I'll still talk about the Mets, but I might put them on the back burner instead of the front burner and start talking football and Yankees and stuff. So I'm going to set up some guests, figure out how I'm going to do that, get with my program manager, my wife, figure out, you know, probably Skype, whatever, and get that done. So, you know, we'll have something exciting and, you know, to look forward to. But I'll keep talking about the Mets. You know, I guess I'm a masochist or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you have, thanks. But if not, do that. You know, subscribe. Find out what's going on and what I have to say about it. And in closing, we got Zach Wheeler Tuesday night against the Padres. So let's hope that he can get us back on the winning track so I can smile more, because I like to smile. All right. So that's all I've got. Have a great Tuesday. Mets tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll catch you all next time.